Hello everyone, Impiator here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide for Elden Ring. This is part 17. So in the last episode, we ended up completing the map of Liurnia, and we reached Smithing Master Iji. He's actually the blacksmith that Blythe pointed us to the last time we talked to him. And what we're going to be doing in this episode is going to be working our way towards this point, which is actually the Black Knife Catacombs. You might remember in the previous episode we were given this knife print clue, which is directing us to the whereabouts of who might have basically started all of this stuff, all the storyline stuff. So we're actually kind of following the storyline for the moment, but it is also going to be a gradual curve of difficulty. We're going to head for the Liurnia Lakeshore first. We're basically going to kind of work our way along the right-hand side of Liurnia, the eastern side. Now, though, we're going to head southeast, and we're going to pick up a grace as well as a cave called the Stillwater Cave. We're not going to tackle the actual cave itself yet, but we are going to put it on our map for later. So from here, we're going to keep the cliff to our right as we begin to head north, and we're looking for a spirit spring to jump up from. And there is one. Ourselves another grace, and then we're actually going to head southeast. We're going to go get a weapon at the end of this road. Ignore the troll if you like, kill him if you like. I'll leave it to you to decide that. So as you come up over this hill, there's going to be off to the right here a balloon. If we shoot the balloon, we will get a golden rune, and then there's another one over here we can shoot. Then we're going to keep following the path north. Alright, so from this grace, what we're going to be heading towards now is over here. There is a cliff bottom catacombs that we're going to go to. Then we're going to head over here and over here to meet Hyetta again, as well as get her a Shibuya grape. Then we're going to head to this tower before we head north again. So the cliff bottom catacombs are pretty hard. I would probably not do them yet, but we are going to unlock the location. And then there's also a somber smithing stone down here too. The dude sitting in a chair, turn around, take the left path, and this will lead right to the door. By the way, so I don't forget, I'm going to mark this as well as Stillwater Cave with markers. That way I don't forget. And now we're going to head back north. And then west. So for number 2 on our map, we're going to come in here. Then this is actually a path leading down. There we go. So this is going to give us a talisman. This raises faith by 5. And then we got a Shabrir grape. We're going to give this to Haeda once we find her again. Which is actually pretty close. So come over here, and she's actually waiting very close by.
Would you donate them on a pilgrim when I eat? Or not they rest there, howling, they're frail.
So if I didn't mention it in the previous episode, she's key to one of the endings, the Frenzied Flame ending. Otherwise, we're going to get on the path and head north. And head to our marker number 4 now. You notice all the death at this tower. That's because there's a summoner here. Just make a run for it. Then we're going to climb up here. We're going to kill the guy at the top, and then we're going to make our way down to kill the others. So this is another cookbook. Always nice to get cookbooks. Come over here for the Carrion Glint Blade Staff. The Glint Blade Staff is useful if you're planning on doing like a hybrid build. So you're going to do some intelligence along with dexterity, for example. This is really good for the Glint Blade sorceries that it improves. Otherwise, we're going to come down here. Kill the enemies, run from them, up to you. They're easy enough though. All right, so from here, we're going to be working our way over to this bridge here. There's actually another Knights Cavalry here. A couple of items we're going to pick up. Then we're going to head to this shack. In the process, we're going to pass through an area with a Tibia Mariner, so we're going to get some help, actually, from D for that. And then we're going to be working our way towards the Church of Vows over here. So... along the path, by the way, down here is a weapon we're going to pick up, Lucerne. Golden Rune, Crystal Darts. These, by the way, will make Golem enemies go nuts. So if you're having problems still with that area I talked about previously, the Impaler's Caves, great place to use those darts. You'll need 3, though, so I would probably hold them for now. Anyway, over here is Hayeda. We'll go ahead and talk to her.
And would you donate? I'm on a pilgrim when I eat.
And then I'm going to go ahead and mark this area for the cavalry. We're not actually going to be fighting it in this episode, mainly because I just want to keep this episode to around 35-ish minutes if I can. And I've already got some stuff lined up for us that's going to take right about that time, I think. So we're going to come along to the side here, and eventually you're going to see a scarab. So this scarab explodes after you kill it. Gonna get a somber smithing stone. Then we're gonna work our way back. And we're going to head up this path here. In fact, there's a spirit spring over here. We'll just use that instead. And there's the Tibia Mariner. This one likes to teleport really far. So, but otherwise, it's basically the same boss. It's very tanky, though, so it takes a lot of hits to kill it. We're going to go and summon in help. You don't need the help, obviously, for this particular boss, but it just takes so many hits and takes so long to kill that in general, I'm going to recommend it. Again, he tends to kill his own allies. And that's going to do it. We're gonna get some more death root as well as the skeletal bandit ashes. Then we're gonna keep heading north towards a little cabin or shack, the artist shack. This guy, by the way, he does drop a special item. We're actually gonna come back to kill him once we activate the grace over here. So this guy has attacks that are very similar to the Crucible Knights. He also can use lightning damage against you. So wait for him if you want to. Mark him on the map if you want to. And that's going to get us the Dragon and Cult Prayer Book. This will unlock some magic at a place we're actually about to go. So head behind here, and we're going to cross this kind of narrow bridge. Be careful, there it does kind of break off partway down. Off on the left side, by the way, you'll notice there's an enemy here kind of all by his lonesome. This guy will actually drop a sorcery. Not sorcery, I'm sorry. A incantation. Briars of Sin. You don't need to kill the enemies that are in here. I'm just going to pick up the items that are in here. Otherwise, we're going to keep following the path, which will lead us directly to the Church of Vows. The Church of Vows has Muriel here. Muriel is the giant tortoise that I mentioned before. He basically is someone that you can bring all of your sorcery scrolls to and all of your incantation prayer books to, because he'll take them all. And he basically never leaves this area, with one exception. And that is at nighttime. This is another place that the ball-bearing hunter will spawn at. We killed him a few episodes actually ago. So he'll actually spawn here at night. So change the time if it's currently nighttime. Gold sewing needle, by the way, allows us to basically do the same thing to our normal gear, but now we can do it to God's attire. So you pick up any weapons, or I'm sorry, not weapons, gear from a god, for example, then you can alter their equipment.
I welcome. I am my Apollo. Do you know how it came? Well, the shattering. It is here by the mat, and so
this guy's kind of a lore dump as well, so he'll answer some questions about what's going on. Otherwise, though, we'll go ahead and give him each of our scrolls.
Heresy is all thing. Oh, very well. Heresy is all thing. Oh, very well. Heresy all thing.
So you can now study sorceries or incantations from him. Ask him about Radigan, and he will tell you a little bit about Radigan.
The mystery as to why, and moreover,
I will also add a new item about Renala.
Sadly, and then in the now she did the grim, you would do severing of, you know, a famed when he glimpsed.
So complete their dialogue.
You know, a famed when he glimpsed, and as
it looks like he's repeating his Radigan dialogue. Okay. So that's going to do it for this place. Next, we're going to actually be heading over here. We're not going to do anything, but we are going to get a stone sword key that's over here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And we're going to use the stone sword key actually in the catacombs that we're about to go to. Anyway, so you have to kind of go around here in order to get over to this place. Oh, still not over enough. And there's also a grace over here too. This, by the way, is the Ainsel River Well. You can kill him if you want to. Go explore that place if you want to. A little higher level than what we're prepared for. You could absolutely tackle the golem, though. He's easy enough. Anyway, back in this corner here is a dude on a chair with a stone sword key. And it just so happens we're going to need a stone sword key while we're in the Black Knife Catacombs. So that's actually where we're going to be headed. So we're going to be heading here. Then we're going to branch off to the east here. And we're headed this way. I hate rune bears. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. We'll come back here after we finish this and backstab him from behind. Okay, so this place actually has two bosses in it, and we're gonna want to run because most of the enemies that are here, these skeletons, are being controlled by necromancers. And we need to kill the necromancers before we bother tackling anything else that's in here. So make a run for it. Here's the first one. Next, what you're going to want to do is just kind of wait for the guillotine to come down, and then we want to actually stand on top of the guillotine. Take it up. Here is the second one. And you'll notice what happens as you kill them. The summoner's summons will actually die. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and head towards the boss now. We can go ahead and kill this guy, though. These ones don't have the kind of spell on them that you'll notice, because the other ones actually kind of are glowing. And if they're glowing, that means they're being summoned by something and they won't die when you kill them. Otherwise, though, come in here and we've got the ability to summon D. He's going to make this fight a whole heck of a lot easier. So let him take him. And then we get a chance to get behind him, try to backstab him. Or I should say her, because I think all of these Black Knife assassins are women. And this is going to give us the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger, as well as the Black Knife print, which is what we need to bring to Roger. So we're not actually going to activate this yet, because we're going to go open up the door to the boss, the other boss. So we're going to drop down here. Okay, so we're going to basically just go pick up all the items that are in here. Oh, come on. Then we're going to have the ladder. There are some enemies in here, by the way, so just be warned. You can go back to the race if you want to. That axe, by the way, it basically scales on intelligence. So now our path is open. We'll go for dexterity to 15, I guess. And then we're just going to run because, again, the necromancers actually respawn. So this is another cemetery shade. Immediately when we're in the fight, summon. And we want to try to kill the boss as quick as possible. That will cause his friends to unsummon. He has not got a lot of defense. Come on. Release me. Oh, I'm dead. But hey, that's what happens. This is Elden Ring after all. Come on, lock on. Okay. He has so little health that you should be able to beat him pretty quickly. It's just these other enemies are really irritating. Anyway, we got some more death root over here. And that's going to wrap out everything in this cave. Catacombs. He's got some pretty nice gear, by the way. You can give him a backstab for a good chunk of his health. We didn't get anything from him that time. Random drops. Gotta love random drops. Anyway, with that, we're going to head to the Round Table Hold. And from here, we're going to want to talk to Roger. Let him know about what we picked up.
Also, this, I can scarcely recall our They say there's a group in the knives they... Please, I'd love nothing, though only traces of the war. Half my...
You know what? I'll go ahead and buy up his stuff.
The battle they were conceived
That will
in the
progress
past.
his
Fascinates that
dialogue
the
too.
order such
Give you a little bit
adapted
more lore about the world. And then we're going to go talk to Fia.
Would you like me now?
And we're going to tell her our findings.
You are some. I heard he must be at anchors you true to dear. Then good day.
So that's going to progress their storyline. And we basically now have kind of a destination, which is going to be the Ray Lucaria area. Apparently, not only is this where we need to kill a boss, but it's also where we need to find Rani, the Lunar Witch. Or Lunar Princess, sorry. So with that, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to do a few more things along the east side of this section here. Then we're going to go travel along the west side, get a few things there, and then we're going to travel into kind of the inner area, grab a few things there, including the Glitstone Key. And that's going to be what we do over the next several episodes, kind of leading up to killing all the various bosses that are here before we tackle the Ray Lucaria Academy. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.